Okay, forget everything you know about Peter Parker. We're not in a bright, colorful New York of your friendly neighborhood hero. Instead, we're heading to the rain-soaked, corrupt streets of the Great Depression, where a hero was born not from science, but from a mystical curse. So, who is this darker, more brutal Spider-Man? And how is Nicolas Cage bringing this hardboiled detective story to life in a new live-action series? Let's get into it. To get a handle on this Spider-Man, you first have to understand his world. We're on Earth 90214, a parallel universe stuck in the 1930s. This is New York City during the Great Depression. The city is choking under the grip of corrupt politicians and powerful crime lords. Industrialist Norman Osborn, known in the shadows as the Goblin, is one of the key figures at the top of this criminal food chain. This isn't a world of super science and gamma radiation. It's a world of pulp magazines, smoky jazz clubs, and back alley justice. It's a place where fascism is on the rise and a different kind of hero is needed. One who isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. This is the world that created Spider-Man Noir. Our story starts in 1933 with a young, idealistic Peter Parker. Unlike his mainstream counterpart, this Peter isn't a science whiz. He's a young man whose social conscience was shaped by his outspoken Aunt May and his mentor, Daily Bugle reporter Ben Urge. His life is shattered when his Uncle Ben is brutally murdered by criminals working for the Goblin. This act of violence doesn't just steal his father figure, it ignites a fire for vengeance that will define him. His transformation isn't a lab accident, it's something far more mystical. While following a trip meant from Urge, Peter finds gangsters unloading stolen antiques. Amid the chaos, an ancient spider statue breaks, unleashing a swarm of spiders. One bites Peter, causing him to pass out and see visions of powerful spider gods that offer him power. When Peter awakens inside a black web cocoon, he's been forever changed. He emerges with superhuman abilities, but they feel less like a gift and more like a curse. This isn't science, it's supernatural. Fueled by his uncle's death and armed with new abilities, Peter Parker declares a one-man war on the city's underworld. He puts together a costume from his uncle's old military uniform from World War I, finishing the look with a black mask, a fedora, and a trench coat. He becomes the Spider-Man, a feared vigilante who operates from the shadows. His methods are a huge departure from the Spider-Man we know. This version is more brutal and direct, less about quippy one-liners and more about grim determination. He works with the reporter, Ben Urge, using his intel to systematically tear down the Goblin's criminal empire, piece by piece. He's more of a hardboiled detective and a pulp avenger than a traditional superhero, closer in attitude to characters like Batman or the Punisher. Spider-Man Noir has many of the classic Spider-Man abilities, superhuman strength, agility, and wall crawling, but his powers come from a unique twist. He shoots organic weapon from his wrist and has a powerful, almost precognitive spider sense that warns him of danger. The biggest difference, though, is his morality. While the main Peter Parker is defined by his refusal to kill, Spider-Man Noir operates in a much grayer area. He is initially willing to use lethal force, a reflection of the harsh world he lives in. He even uses firearms, a detail that often shocks fans. This willingness to kill isn't born from cruelty, but from the cynical belief that in the city, it's the only language criminals understand. His journey is a constant struggle to hold on to his humanity while fighting monsters. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Spider-Verse, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm covering everything Marvel and more. For years, Spider-Man Noir was a fan favorite cult character, finally hitting the mainstream with his appearance in the Spider-Verse films. Now, he's stepping into the spotlight in a whole new way with a live-action series on MGM Plus and Prime Video, titled Spider-Man Noir, and is making some huge changes. The biggest twist, this series won't be about Peter Parker. Instead, Nicolas Cage will be starring as an older, grizzled hero named Ben Reilly. This show is set in the 1930s New York and follows Reilly, an aging, down-on-his-luck private investigator, grappling with his past as the city's one and only superhero. A personal tragedy forced him to hang up the mask years ago, but a new case is about to drag him back into the life he tried to leave behind. This allows the series to tell a story about a jaded, burnt-out hero's midlife crisis rather than another superhero origin. Nicolas Cage, who voiced the character to perfection in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, is bringing this version of life in his first ever leading television role. Cage has said in his performances 70% Bogart and 30% Bugs Bunny, promising a unique blend of hard-boiled cynicism and unexpected wit. He's aiming to channel the energy of classic noir actors of James Cagney and Edward G. Robinson. This isn't just a man in a mask. Cage describes the character as a spider trying to cosplay as a human. Leaning into the dark tone, the series has officially been rated as TV-14, making it the most mature Spider-Man series ever produced, and a significant break from the franchise's family-friendly reputation. To further nail the noir aesthetic, the show will be released in 2 versions, authentic black and white and a true hue full color, letting viewers choose their own experience. That should be interesting. I'm probably going to go with the noir version. While the live action show is the next big step, Spider-Noir has already left a mark across the multiverse. And of course, most audiences know him from the scene-stealing role in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, where Nicolas Cage first defined the character's voice for a generation. He appeared as a grizzled, wisecracking detective who was completely out of place in Miles Morales' colorful world. He has also made a brief, non-speaking cameo in Across the Spider-Verse, solidifying his status as a key member of the multiversal Spider Army. Spider-Man Noir is more than just a costume change. He's a fundamental reimagining of a hero we thought we knew. He's a character born from economic hardship, mystical forces, and the grim realities of a bygone era. From his brutal comic book origins to his beloved animated appearance, he has proven to be one of the most compelling alternate versions of Spider-Man. Now, with Nicolas Cage leading a live-action series that promises to be the darkest take on the web sling we've ever seen, the future of Spider-Man Noir has never been more exciting. The decision to swap Peter Parker for Ben Reilly is a bold one, opening up new story possibilities while staying true to the character's hard-boiled spirit. So what do you think? Are you excited to see Nicolas Cage on a more mature, cynical Spider-Man? And what villains in the Noir universe are you hoping to make an appearance? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks for watching.